Hey everyone, welcome to Breakout Wednesday for the 26th of October 2022. It's currently 4 p.m. on the West Coast, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. First of all, remember this is never financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is simply a video blog on how one trader sees the market, and everyone needs to take responsibility for their own decisions. Okay, here's a chart of your lords. Just been consolidating for the last week, had some nice up days, and obviously put in a little bit of a kind of base here. There were some bad earnings misses after the market closed in America last night on Microsoft and Amazon. I think Microsoft's down like 5.5% in pre-market, and Amazon about 4% or something like that. So we might have a bit of a dip tonight, okay? Just quickly, last week's trades, I talked about 5 stocks, okay? 360, obviously had a big run up, gap down. I actually got stopped out on 360 for a tiny little winner, and when it was coming back down here, okay? I choked it, probably choked it too much, but it's just, you know, there's been so many trades lately that have just come back in and just absolutely collapsed, and I just wasn't going to let that happen to me again. So I don't care, just if I'm just scalping a little bit at the moment, that's okay. As long as I'm holding on to my cash and making a little bit of money, that's great. FDR didn't break out. It's still basing. I'm still going to watch it. IPD had an awesome breakout from this really tight base. Bang, okay, and I got out on this day and a little bit on this day too, okay? So a scalp, quick trade on IPD, and out of that. So these breakout trades still working. You just got to be super selective and hunt for them a little bit harder than you maybe do in a bull market, right? LLL. Okay, I'm still actually in LLL. I had a bit of a wider stop for me than normal. It came back to life today. I considered just dumping it, but I didn't. We'll see how that unfolds. I'm going to be patient and just see if LLL can spring a lot higher from there. RHC came back down, got stopped out for just above break even on that one. Came down, dipped, flushed these stops, and then it's back up. I'm still pretty bullish on that, but I'm out of it. And no damage done. So not a bad week really with those 5 scalps. Obviously there are other trades, but these are just the 5 I talked about on Breakout Wednesday. Couple break even, small wins, one really good win, and one trade not triggered. So let's just go through a few for this week. Once again, I have like 4 or 5. LKE is setting up. This is one of the nicest setups I can find on the ASX right now. But it may break down here, and we may just have no trade whatsoever, which is no biggie. Who cares, right? Rally here on big volume, gap up, rally on big volume, sideways, rise in bottoms, VCP on the right hand side, clear resistance, really kind of huge drop off in volume here. The volume's been tiny, well below the 60-day moving average in volume during this right hand side handle here, and so in a good sector, obviously, and I'm looking for this to explosively break out of this tight right-hand side handle here, okay? If it breaks down here, so be it. I'm not going to be on it. I'm not going to short it or anything. I'm just going to let it do its thing. Maybe it will come back around, set up again, and give us another chance to get on, okay? So LKE, probably the best setup I can find, the second. CBA, I'm actually looking at, shorting CBA. If you just spend a bit of time, study CBA, what it's been doing during this bear market. It's been rallying, forming channel after channel after channel, okay? And, the banks are strong right now, but unless we're at the start of a new bull market, I mean, it's up here at resistance. It's formed another channel, and it just keeps having these breakouts, and there's been some really good trading out of them. So I think there's a good risk reward short on CBA. I'm going to follow up on Breakout Wednesday and see how it plays out. Okay, and an entry really is just to break below the doji or break out of this channel, and a stop is obviously clearly just above these highs. A few ticks above the highs, so we just don't get caught in a little stop run. The risk reward on that's really good, and I'll be taking profits, on a retracement back down, at least a 50% retracement of this leg, but maybe a bit more. Okay, and probably staging those exits. So that is another one. NBIX. Hello, NBIX, okay, really kind of makes me that I need to kind of hold my breath before taking this trade because it's just so volatile what's happening at the moment. Definitely think we might have a week open tonight in the US, and so I'm hoping this does not break out tonight. I'm hoping it just kind of gaps down a bit in tiny volume and sits there for a few days, but And so if it gaps up tonight, I'm not going to be on it, but if it can just chill out then and open down here, then an order will go in for a break of this pattern. Okay, so NBIX is kind of the only real one right now for me on the US markets, and that is it. There's really only three, but I am just finding it pretty interesting what's happening at the moment with the NASDAQ. It's getting rid of these lines. Here's Hack, which obviously is cybersecurity stock. I lost most of these stocks on the NASDAQ, not all of them, but a lot of them. And, you know, it's come down and it's formed a nice base, and it's just breaking out of that base. If we have a look at what's happening on the NASDAQ, okay, shit, let's just get out of here. Why did that happen? 1 second. I just pressed the wrong button, I think. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. And here's a chart of the NASDAQ 100 index, okay? And it's showing signs of bottoming here, right? A huge flush out below these lows. Okay, break of this channel. And now we really need to just hold, you know, above this low here. And I'm expecting, you know, retracements back down here to test it. And then a bounce. And so I do think we're at a pretty very, very critical and important time in the market, showing signs of bottoming. And I think that a lot of people have been turned off stocks and have given up. And I think that there's a huge opportunity just ahead of us for those who can just stay in the game, you know, hold on to your chips, and just save them away, so that you're not out of chips and you can keep playing the game. And when the next bull market runs, you can get on some of those huge moves that are life-changing if you have, you know, the discipline to stick with it, okay? That's it, real short, sweet. Catch you guys later.